when a mistake turned out to be one of the best desserts ever. Welcome back everyone. Yes, today's dish was apparently created by mistake. Many stories have been told, but pretty much in 1880s, the Tatin sisters were running the hotel named after themselves, were overworked in the kitchen, and Stephine Tatin forgot about the apple they were cooking in the butter and the sugar. She was just making a classic apple tart. Not knowing what to do, she just threw the dough on top of those caramelized apple and baked it like that. Long story short, this dessert has been served at so many tables all across the world and probably one of my favorites. Two things remain to be done: for us to get cooking, and as always for you to smash the subscribe button. Let's go! Alright, so first I'm gonna start creaming the butter and I'm gonna place it in my mixer with the paddle attachment. Once creamed, I'm gonna add my icing sugar and I'm gonna repeat the process until it's fully combined into a beautiful butter sweet. Then I'm gonna add my eggs, and guess what? We'll repeat the process. Then we'll add the dry ingredients, only adding half the flour first, mix it, and then we'll add the rest. The second it starts to crumble and coming together, we're going to stop because I do not want to overwork the dough, otherwise it will crack when we roll it later. I will then place that dough onto my bench and I'm gonna work it, what we call fraise, which is really incorporating the butter in the dough, but that's all I'm doing. I don't wanna heat it up, I don't wanna overwork it, so the second it comes together, I'm stopping. Then I will roll it into plastic wrap, making sure we have a nice square so it's easy to roll later, and I'll place it in the fridge. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on my apple, and I like to use Granny Smith because I like the acidity. They are not too sweet, which sometimes can be a little bit unpleasant when you do a pie. We're then going to peel them one by one, and that's the method I do. I start from the top and I go around. I don't know about you, but I like to do it this way. I think it's the best way. Then I will cut them into quarters and I will remove the core. If you have a core, you can also use it first. Once I have all my apple, we're gonna start working on the caramel, making sure our lemon is already pre-sliced. Now we're gonna start making the caramel. We're making a dry caramel, meaning there's no water. Once I have my beautiful caramel and I'm happy with the color, I'm gonna deglaze it with a bit of butter. I'm gonna let that butter melt, then I will add my apple. I'm gonna start cooking the apple, and then I'm gonna add a bit of Fleur de Sel from my little region and my town. Once the apple a little bit more cooked, I'm gonna add vanilla and I'm gonna give that a nice stir, and we're gonna keep on cooking until they are nice and soft. I will then take them off the pan, make sure we are keeping the caramel. I will then take my mold and I will put that caramel in the bottom of the mold. I'm doing a modern version, but you could also just do a large pie if that's easier for you. Once I place the caramel at the bottom of my mold, I will add the apple, making sure the mold is full all the way, and I'm gonna press it so when I unmold it, it's nice. Now I'm gonna start working on the dough and the pie. I'm gonna roll it thin, not too thin. We do want some texture. I would say about half an inch, maybe a quarter inch thick, and we'll then cut some circle using a ring cutter. I will then remove the exceed, and we're gonna top up our apple that has now cooled down a little bit with our pie. Next thing we're gonna do is to place them in the oven at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown and nicely baked like this one. So look at that bubbling, it's just so beautiful. Next thing we wanna do is to wait about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to cool down, and we're gonna unmold them, making sure we're happy with the shape. I'm gonna garnish them with a bit of sea salt from my country once again, and then I'm gonna do a nice canal of Chantilly that I had done before. I didn't do a video because I felt you know how to make that. Now, time to eat. And here we have it, a delicious Tarte Tatin with some beautiful apple and some Chantilly cream. I've made a modern version of it. We could totally make a giant one and cut some slices up. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and the recipe will be in the description below as always. Now I'm about to try this, so I will see you on the next episode.